These wall pieces can be placed next to gaming tiles that will form dungeon walls. Once added, they will up the gaming experience. In this tutorial, I will be using a Proxxon foam cutter, but cutting these with a sharp knife could be done, although difficult to get the thickness correct. Let's get going and let's go make one. Start by cutting the length and width you have chosen for your stones. You will be left with these pieces, and all you need to do is cut them into blocks. I cut and I separated the shorter pieces to be used later for debris or other uses on the project. Using some heavy-duty tinfoil, I will add texture to the stones. You can even use your fingers to rough them up. The wrinkles on the foil become the best tool for the job. Just remember to change it out when it's worn. I forgot one important step in this process. You can do this before cutting them into bricks. You will still need to touch up some areas, but you'll save a lot of time doing it at this stage. I am using chipboard here for the base, but you can use card from a cereal box as well. I am getting my measurements from my last build, but you can pretty much make this as long or as wide as you want. I am using a paper cutter, which is very helpful for accurate and straight cuts. The width will help the terrain from falling over, as this material is very light. At this stage, we will begin to glue the stones with a hot glue gun. Just keep working your way up until you are satisfied with the height. At the top, you can create positions for a monster to attack a player. You can take any excess and create rubble on the back side of the wall. Just break some of the stones into pieces and use whole ones as well. Using hot glue, I will attach them in random places. Not a playable area, but very eye-appealing. Using a sharp blade, I'm going to cut off the edges. Probably better just to plan your stones more carefully and avoid this step altogether. While you have the knife available, you can add some more damage to the stones. You can also use your fingers and any available tool. Using some Mod Podge and adding some black paint, I will give the piece some added protection when using it. This method has been around for a long time and was made most famous by the channel Black Magic Craft. I am adding a dark gray to base coat the wall. This will cover any spots missed with the Mod Podge. While the glue is still wet, I will add some HO ballast to add some extra detail. I will add larger stones later in the process. Simply just remove the excess off the stones with a brush before it dries. Dry brushing is when you remove most of the paint on a paper towel and pick out the raised details on the surface. It is an effective method to make the model stand out. In this example, I am using the lighter grays over darker colors. As you begin to add the lighter grays, you will begin to see the work you did with the tinfoil. Adding even lighter grays will make that work really stand out. Since this is stone, you can add small amounts of other colors to simulate that stone. The last color I will use is white, but use this only on the highest surfaces only. One other detail we can add is moss. I am using again products from the HO world. This is ground flock, but before I use this, I will paint on some moss color first. Then use PVA glue to the areas I want to apply it. Some other ideas are adding plastic plants to the stones. I will just give you an idea here, but a table full of dungeon walls with vegetation would look really awesome. Imagination, reimagine. It is your world, so there are no limits but your own. One of my next videos will be a road warrior, where I turn this model into a futuristic vehicle. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of that upload. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.